Hello and welcome to Eyewitness Report. Two cities, two misfortunes in Port Harcourt and Lagos. The collapse of story buildings leaves families grieving, lives cut short, and questions of negligence hanging in the air. On this edition, we bring you the voices and the hard truth behind these unfortunate events, plus the seeming systemic failures that continue to fuel them. These and more coming up shortly. I'm Yomi Otaibi. For days, emergency responders fought desperately to save lives trapped beneath the rubble after a 6-story building under construction on Odili Road in Port Harcourt, River State, came crashing down. This report captures eyewitness accounts of the unfortunate incident while shining a spotlight on the alarming rise in building collapse across our cities. What began as a normal workday quickly turned tragic when a 6-story building under construction suddenly collapsed on Wednesday, June 24 at about 9:30 a.m., trapping several construction workers and food vendors on site. Residents along Odili Road in Port Harcourt and passers-by hurried to the scene as emergency responders from NEMA, the Nigerian Red Cross, and the police mobilized almost immediately to search for survivors. An eyewitness recalls hearing a loud bang moments before the collapse.
I witnessed when the building was like 4. So and, I was here since morning and I see everything. I almost tried to, I even helped to bring out some people there, and like 2 people were witness, 1 alive, 1 don't die.
Early rescue efforts were hampered by equipment shortages and a broken down excavator, but progress improved when major construction companies intervened with heavy-duty machinery.
For me, it's just an accident. It's a force majeure. It's a building collapse. I was right in my office and I was called that people were trapped in a building like this. So I have the equipment and I have all it takes to rescue the people. So I came to rescue the people that are trapped in the debris. So when did this happen? About 5 hours ago. So we've been here since morning trying to rescue people. You know, so far we've brought out some corpses and some made it alive. So can you confirm that some persons are trapped inside? Yes, there are some people trapped because we heard their voices. So that's why with my safety engineers, I try to pick gradually and communicate with the people inside so I will not injure them with our equipment. So have you succeeded in rescuing everybody? Yes, we've rescued 2. Yes, alive. So they're in the hospital already. So we have 1 casualty.
There are casualties that have been rescued, about 3. 2 earlier this morning and some less than 30 minutes ago. 1 was rescued. From information we gathered, there are still some persons that are trapped in the building. So as Red Cross, our duty is for search and rescue. So we are waiting for them to create space for us so that we can go in and see what we can do to rescue as many as we will find there. Go back, shift back. Go back.
Officers of the Rivers State Police Command worked to control the crowd and safeguard rescue personnel.
As a matter of fact, we've been here since morning. Information got to the headquarters that there was a building collapse from the DPO of Abuloma Division. Hence, the Commissioner of Police directed that we come here to cordon off the area to reduce more casualties and ensure rescue operation. Hence, we are here for the rescue operation. So far, 3 people have been rescued alive with some degree of injury, while 1 rescued, that one, by the time they get to the hospital, I think the doctor confirmed that one dead. While the rescue operation is still on, as you can see, we are here, we have cordoned this place to ensure that we have a minimal casualty and to de-escalate the situation. So the rescue operation is still on, and we are here with other security agencies. The Red Cross are here, NEMA are here, Civil Defense, DSS, and Julius Berger as a company, RRCC. All hands has been on deck to ensure we have a successful rescue operation.
Amid the operation, concerns grew over the cause of the collapse, with suspicions of substandard building materials and sharp practices.
Nobody go near this place.
Preliminary findings by the Rivers State government revealed that the building was approved by the Federal Housing Authority, not the state government.
Yes. When I saw it
This building that collapsed was approved by Minister of Federal Housing Authority. They approved it. They were even at the site there. All what we are doing, we responded because we have to do so. When a building plan is being approved, first and foremost, always ensure that you keep to the approved plans. Don't go outside the approved plans. As much as you keep to the approved plans, and also make use of quality materials and qualified personnel at your construction sites, definitely all this will not be experienced.
Yeah, people are sitting here inside this place. People are there now. Let government do something, please. Please let them do something
now
fast.
Now they wait
for Julius Berger to bring down this tower.
Demolish that tower.
To bring down this tower so that they can bring out some of the dead bodies. Here, please.
Search and rescue operations stretched into several days as more people were believed trapped under the debris. A towering lift column posed a major obstacle, requiring careful demolition before deeper excavation could continue.
The delay is not deliberate. It's just because of this obstruction. So once this thing is down, they will continue with the work as soon as possible. So that is where we are at the moment.
So we don't know whether there are still people in there.
It's alleged that people are there. But we are not 100% sure. But there are a lot of complaints that people are still in there.
That's very unfortunate.
That is where we are now.
Most unfortunate, honestly. What of the site engineer? person that is handling the construction.
I've not seen it, but
they said it's trapped inside. People will come here to
trapped inside. Nobody's so sure. And they've not even been able to ascertain the number of persons.
The total number of persons, because they cannot
be yesterday when it happened.
Federal Housing Authority officials announced that notices had been issued to occupants of adjoining buildings, enabling demolition of obstructing structures to give rescue teams access.
How are you? So, can we at this moment get the situation reports on progress since
we heard of the unfortunate situation of the building collapse, and you know, this is part of the negotiation of FHA, this area. So we came for on-site assessment and to also see how the rescue operation can be listed. First and foremost, I want to use this medium to commend the state government of Rivers. They've been very, very supportive. Immediately we had of this situation, we deployed our engineers from the head office and also head of the technical team of Federal Housing Authority. I also joined personally. So we must commend the Minister of Housing, the Honorable Commissioner, UPS, and the staff. Very, very supportive. We are saddled with the responsibility of giving approval for this place. But the approval for this place was for 3 suspended floors. But from what we have seen from the lift shaft, what they did was 4 suspended floors. The approval was issued 20th February 2024 for a 3 suspended floor from the structural drawing. But what they did is for 4 suspended floors. 2, when our engineers noticed that they were going beyond what they had approval for, he asked them to stop. They did not stop. 3, the managing director of the Federal Housing Authority was here about a month ago, and we went on radio, on print media to ask ongoing development on our lands to stop. But this developer did not stop. Part of what we have done in FHA, we came in, our administration, the executive management, we were appointed by the president, we inaugurated shortly after this approval was given. But part of what we have done is, in FHA today, we have a lab where we do this analysis of structural integrity tests and all that, because at a point we discovered that most of the results from private labs were not always right. I mean, they were all, most often, to get them doctored.
Nearby residents were asked to vacate their premises to allow full evacuation and prevent further damage. But some residents expressed frustration, saying notices were pasted without consultation or arrangement for temporary accommodation.
They are asking us to evacuate. Where are we evacuating to? Who is making the provisions to the lodge we are going to stay? Who is making the? We have been paying from our pocket right from that Wednesday this thing happened. We have been paying in short-let apartments and hotels, and the bill keeps climbing from our own pocket. Is it supposed to be so? Insane climbs. Is there not supposed to be a process to evacuate people around this crash scene and give them the support and assistance they will need?
Now that till death is bleeding, I am appealing to NEMA to please come to our aid. Our foodstuffs are rotting. Our beddings, our cotton, they are gone. No place for us to sleep. I pleaded with the governor. I was the woman that knelt down and was crying because I don't have anywhere to go. NEMA has been here since the incident, but they should please give us relief. I'm dying of hunger.
While evacuation may be necessary, NEMA assures that concerns about temporary relocation will be handled by relevant agencies.
Well, we are working closely with the State Emergency Management Agency, being supervised by the Special Cabinet Secretary, Minister of Special Duties. You can probably saw him discussing with me there. We're working closely with them to see if the state can provide a place where some of them can stay temporarily, pending when this thing is demolished in a controlled measure. So that is what we are working. You know, the thing is not above the coping capacity of the state yet. So that's why we are rubbing minds. And when I discuss with them, say he called the governor asked him to also further discuss with the commissioner for urban and regional planning. So we are rubbing minds together to see the measures to get them accommodated in some places, depending when this thing is down.
As at the time of this report, rescue operations continue to recover more bodies. Families of those believed trapped wait anxiously, hoping for a breakthrough. With each passing day, fears grow over lives still hanging in the balance, while displaced residents appeal for government support until the area is declared safe for habitation.
Welcome back. 24 hours after the event in Port Harcourt, a similar incident happened in Lagos, where at least 9 bodies were pulled from the debris of a 2-story residential building in Amuwo-Dofin.
Commotion. The familiar scene that unfolds whenever emergency response is triggered. This time after a 3-story shopping complex collapsed in the Alakija area of Lagos. Residents, traders and passers-by crowd the scene as emergency workers and volunteers dig through the rubble in search of survivors. An excavator and other heavy-duty machines are deployed to support the rescue effort. Onlookers hold their breath as survivors are pulled from the debris.
Let's be realistic, the building is weak. So the building just collapsed. And building cannot just collapse if there is no. So the building is weak, and you know, our people, they will not accept that my building is weak, my building is not weak, the building is weak. Thank God that we have environmental sanitation. Today is Thursday. There's environmental. Assuming there is no environmental sanitation, that people are going to push into their daily business by 6 o'clock a.m., 7 a.m. It's going to be more than this. But for now, we will be able to rescue about 8 people for now, and there are still more people inside. And we have all the agencies on ground.
I was just around here before I said Jack, before I could just look and to observe what was actually going on. The building just collapsed. The building just collapsed from top down. A 3-story building collapsed from top down. So the thing just went down. And there are people inside. Today is Thursday. And the people inside, they actually just opened the shop. Just like in less than 15 minutes or 20 minutes when they opened the shop, the incident now happened. So the 3-story building collapsed down. And some people are inside right now. Although they've rescued some people and they've taken them to the hospital, just Navy Town here. They've taken them there and they are taking care of them right now. And some people are still inside right now as we speak. And I believe that God will still rescue them. It's not easy. It's quite sad. It's quite unfortunate. I have a friend there. The report I had, because when the incident happened, I was not at his own shop. I was at the other end. So they told me that the guy, he didn't survive it. He's doing cyber cafe just down here. And he's downstairs. So the guy, they've admitted him. He's a small boy working with him. That same boy, he survived. They've admitted him. But he himself, the owner of the shop, is not alive. I think he's dead by now. But they've rescued some people and they are alive. Some people are just very much alive, yeah.
Search and rescue continue into the following day amid fears that more people, including shop owners who had resumed the business, remain trapped. Sadly, additional bodies are recovered.
When the thing happened, people around here, everybody shouted. Before the caterpillar started coming, people around, all those aboki around, they started rescuing people, all the one they can do. So we are here, we are on top of that place watching the whole thing when it was happening. So thank God many people came out alive. But just the caterpillar and the help of the people around here. So some people thought they are already dead. But when they are bringing something out, at some point we hear people, hold on, there's somebody's making us here. So they will bring the person out. So we saw here yesterday, many people came out alive. A few people, whether like 2 or 3 I witnessed yesterday before I left. The person that was doing photocopy and all that, so that person was my own person anyway. So we thought the man has already died, but at the end of the day, we were here when they just rescued him with like 2 or 3 people along with him.
Okay, when the time when this thing happened, I did Alakija, I did for where I did work, but I say this video is just fall down, boah, everybody run. When everybody run, we try to go and call China people to rescue them. China people, they carry excavator come and rescue people. So that is what I see last.
The Lagos State Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Benga Omotosho, leads officials to the site to assess the impact on behalf of the state governor.
Our emergency services, they came on and did everything possible to ensure that we could save lives. As you have seen, if you look at these buildings, they have been marked as defective, and people have been asked to leave them. Unfortunately, they didn't leave, and it led to what we had. There are some other buildings around there that you can see. All of those buildings, they are going to go down for us to be able to save more lives. By the grace of God, we've been able to save 27 people. Unfortunately, we lost 9 people. And this is very sad. On behalf of Mr. Governor, Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, We sympathize with the families who have lost their loved ones. And we pray that we never see this kind of thing again. But we have to be very, very careful. We have to obey our laws. It's not as if we don't have laws. It's not as if we don't have enforcement. People have been asked to leave, then they will come back there. After pretending to have left, they will come back there and start doing their business. So it is unfortunate for us that some of our people, they prioritize livelihood over life. This is quite unfortunate. As you can see, it's as if people are being forced out of the neighboring houses that are also endangered. This should not be. Once the government comes and puts a notice on a house and calls it is defective, the people should leave. It's not as if you leave today and then before the government comes down to bring down the house, you start packing in there and doing your business. We cannot continue to do business with lives. It is not good. And it's not going to happen again under this administration. So whatever may have happened there, nobody will say for now. The matter is under investigation. The owners of the building, they are under investigation. We will find out who they are, and I can assure you they will face the law. They will be taken to court. Anybody who is complicit in this tragedy is not going to go free. The law will have to take its course. And I believe that when we continue to do that, people will learn their lessons.
In recent years, the Lagos State government has stepped up enforcement through the Building Control Agency, sealing and demolishing distressed structures deemed unsafe. Yet, incidents like these continue to raise troubling questions about compliance with safety standards and the effectiveness of regulatory oversight in the state.
That's it on this edition of the program. Thank you so much for watching. I am Yomi Otaigbe.